We've been on this little restaurant tour. Another one that was near and dear to me, I had to try by going inside, was IHOP. I've done in the car, we've definitely taken it home, but there's nothing that can replace getting breakfast type food served on the premises, fresh and hot. The other thing that you deal with when you take it home is a lot of times they have those containers, so a lot of the sauces I had to put on myself. So I wanted to see if IHOP was the same by going inside. I've actually thought IHOP was decent, so I'm very interested. We're doing in-restaurant IHOP review. They also have a new cookie butter pancake of the month that just came out today, the first, so we're gonna try it out. Let's get into this video. So I got a pretty funny story before I even begin to order my food. I walk in, it's actually a pretty decent crowd in here. The dude's like, oh, you need a table, man? Because he thought I was picking up because it was just me. I'm like, nah, I want a table. And he's like, what happened, bro? You ain't got no friends. I think he thought I was offended by it at first, but then I start busting out laughing. I thought it was funny as hell. So the cookie butter pancake combo, 2 buttermilk pancakes filled with cookie pieces, Biscoff cookie butter, whipped topping, cookie crumbles, bacon strips, 2 eggs, and then you can get it as a 4-stack. Okay, we're gonna have to audible this. I see something on the menu that I just gotta get, and that's, they got tres leches pancakes. It's gotta happen. I'm gonna do this pancake combo, the cookie butter pancake combo, with the bacon strips, and we'll do 2 eggs over medium. And I also wanna do the tres leches pancakes too.
Okay, can I give you something else?
Yes, I'm gonna do the country fried steak.
And eggs?
Yes. Do the egg scrambled?
It comes with pancakes. You want the regular pancakes, or I can exchange the regular pancakes for the tres leches with the upcharge?
Yeah, just change it to the tres leches. That's good. Thank you for that. I haven't been in here in so long, I didn't even know they did this because I used to go as a kid. I never drank coffee. But you get an extra, like, you don't gotta ask for a refill. Also, another good thing about being in here, you get all of the syrup. So there's the strawberry, we got the butter pecan, and the old fashioned. I feel like there used to be blueberry, but I don't see it on any of the tables, so I guess that's not there. I do drink my coffee black 99% of the time. I definitely never do like milk or anything, but what I will do sometime is throw a couple of Splendas in there. I'm not gonna do that today. So just regular black coffee for me. But we'll wait for our food to get out and then we'll see what's popping. All right, so you guys heard my order, so I won't waste your time with it. I do wanna start with these pancakes, so I'm just gonna switch these over real quick. So these are their new pancakes of the month, the cookie butter ones. I already showed you on a picture, but cookie butter pancakes have cookie butter on the top, cookie butter sauce, as well as extra cookie butter pieces on there. That is incredibly big backed, and I am 100% here for it. Let's get the knife out. Let's get the fork out. Boom. And boom. Okay, I'm gonna do the first bite with no syrup, but immediately when you get these in the car, it don't have all this stuff on here. It's on the side and you gotta put it on yourself. So these look way better than you would get in the car ones, but the cookie butter is dripping on this thing. I love cookie butter. I honestly wish there was more on these because I don't really want to put syrup on this. I feel like it's gonna ruin the flavor. But they need syrup because they're kind of dry. So I'm actually gonna use the butter pecan syrup on this one. I'm only gonna put it on this one part right here because I want to try the different syrups and see if any of them hit a little better. So this is the butter pecan syrup. That does work. That does work. Because it's cookie butter, it's a peanut butter-like consistency. So just keep that in mind. You're gonna need syrup for these. Again, I wish there was more cookie butter on this, but I don't blame them for that. This is the strawberry, radioactive. That looked like a Hawaiian punch, bro. All right, let's try this strawberry one right here. Not on these pancakes, but I like that syrup. Again, I really like artificial strawberries. I guess you could also use the whipped cream, but I don't feel like that works the same. Let's try it. Yeah, it doesn't really help. But when you get into these little cookie butter pieces that are on here, it really does help. One more bite with the old fashioned. My hand has syrup on it and it's already sticky. The idea of these is better than the actual pancake. They're not bad, but you could easily just get a regular pancake and just put Biscoff cookie butter on it and get the same effect. I like the little cookie pieces. I just had, I guess, I almost gassed these up in my head to the point that I'm not that impressed, but I do think they're good. I wouldn't be mad at these if I went into an IHOP and ordered it. But it's one of those things that I always say I wouldn't go out of my way to get them. Above average for a chain though. I'll give them a 6.5 out of 10. Not bad. All right, let's try the tres leches pancakes. And try to get some of the syrup off the side. All right, let's see what these is hitting on. That's a lie. These ain't tres leches at all. I don't even think it's uno. I don't even know what you would call these. They taste like... No. It tastes like burnt cinnamon. Let's see if we can save these. A little syrup. A little strawberry. But I'm telling you this right now, I'm basically wasting my time because you could just get regular pancakes instead of getting these. These are not great. Like, what do they think this is supposed to be? I wish I had the description skill. Hold on. Okay, their description says they're layered with vanilla sauce and dulce de leche caramel sauce and topped with whipped topping. This doesn't even really taste like caramel. That's wild. I'm gonna try this again now that I at least know what it's supposed to be. The caramel is not carameling and the vanilla is not vanillaing. It's like a very mild, sweet, almost cinnamon tasting with this. These, yeah, I'm good, thank you. I didn't see her because I was in my mode. She asked if everything was good. Again, everyone in these restaurants knows I'm filming. I usually will either tell them or ask them. I ask, and they usually don't mind. No. Because of that, they're kind of like, well, I was telling them you can't see them and blah blah. Just so people know. But these are really disappointing. Because they're IHOP pancakes, I still don't like hate them, but I would rather just get regular pancakes and put syrup on them, and I thought they were way better. So I'm giving these a 3 out of 10. The last time I had this, I thought it was really good, but I wanted to see if it hit in the restaurant. So I got these country fried steak. It's a combo, so it comes with 2 pancakes, which I already got the tres leches, and then I got the country fried steak. Then it also comes with 2 eggs wherever you want them. I got scrambled because I got over medium in my other pancake combo, and an order of hash browns to boot. So let's get this steak going. Country fried steak, I'm very hit or miss on, but I think I got this at IHOP last time to go and I still thought it was pretty good. So I'm interested to see how they taste here. Country fried steak. There's just way better things at IHOP. It's got breading on it. The breading's got a little bit of seasoning. Nothing crazy, salt and pepper. And it's got that pounded out steak underneath there. The steak is like a chop steak. So you can cut it with a fork. I didn't really need the knife. The gravy destroys it to me because it's like, it just tastes like flour. But this type of gravy is supposed to be like really peppery. And it's not. Like, it's okay. I thought it was way better the last time I had it for whatever reason. Pepper me up though. Matter of fact, pepper my damn eggs too. Might as well just take the bacon. Just throw that over here like this. Let's try it with the eggs. Eggs are eggs. The last time I had their hash browns, I thought they were really good. Let's see if they're better in the restaurant. Now you change the cook. Or they clean the grill. You can definitely ketchup these up or salt these up, but I swear to you, when I had these in the car, they were 1,000 times better. I don't know what happened here. Again, it's a hash brown, bro. So when you hear me giving you details, I'm just telling you walking in what to expect. You can clearly tell that I would still eat these, so don't get it misconstrued. Yeah, better when you salt them up. The other ones had almost like they didn't clean the grill. And I liked it because it was like bacon grease on it. I prefer a crispier bacon. Again, I'm an IHOP, so it is what it is. But I will give them this. The steak, you can cut it with a fork, and that's a good sign. I just know that IHOP has sirloin beef tips and eggs that are one of my favorite things in the menu, and I probably should have gotten it, because it's way better than that. Let's slide these eggs over real quick. I want to get some of the runny. I got over medium with the country fried steak. There we go. All right, a little bit of the gravy. Let's see. Yeah, it's okay. That's what I'm saying. You could work with it, you know. But part of the thing we're doing here is I got syrup in my hand, so it's still stuck. Is I'm giving you compared to every single one that I've had before, including the ones at IHOP. So I've had better versions of this, like at the local diners and stuff. Maybe we'll try it at one of these diners if they still serve it. But I'm not mad at it. It's okay. I'll give the steak a 5. Like, I got some gravy on my black sweater. It's not gonna look good. White gravy. She also handed me some Cholula. Why the hell not? Let's see. A little bit of hot sauce. Make sure I get some of that on the steak. Yes, we did. Let me get one more. Again, it's on the ground scale of things average, but to me, at a place like this, 5 for this isn't bad. I think the meal, yeah, I just double checked. So the country fried steak and eggs combo was $14. I'm gonna be honest with you, these days, and we're gonna do some diners, they would charge you like $30 for this at a diner. And it ain't $30 better or $15 better than this. You get what I'm saying? So I can see why, again, there are people here. There is a diner. I'm not joking with you. I'm looking out the window, I can see it. I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna show you. And we're gonna try that diner too, look. So as I'm showing you right now, there is literally a diner that is walking quarter mile, less than that distance from here, that looking at what's in here and what's in that parking lot, very similar. It just goes to show you. Can I have a Cinestack shake? Thank you. I wanted to get a shake, but again, this is comparable to what I've gotten at some diners for less money. So, I'm not mad at it. I know some people are gonna say, oh, it's trash, it's trash. Again, it ain't the best one I ever had, but if I sat down and eat a meal at an IHOP with expectations being for, $17 when you add a drink, plus whatever the tip is, your decision. You get a steak, 2 eggs, hash browns, and pancakes. Go to a diner. Again, I paid $30 for a burger at the last diner I was at. That's why I'm interested in this. So, is it better in the restaurant? Yeah. It's breakfast, so it's gonna be better. The steak is a little more tender. It just seems like from whatever cook I got today, the gravy just doesn't have the flavor that it did the first time. But I'm not upset. Not bad at all. For the dessert, I just wanted to get a shake because I never had their shakes. So I'm sure you heard I just ordered that. She came over to check on me. But waitress is really nice. Also, I do want to add this tidbit. If you add the specialty pancakes, which is what I did, onto any meal, it's an additional $2.20 upcharge. So I'm not mad for that because a lot of times you can get just like pancakes that you want, but you want the other stuff with it. So you can turn it into a little combo. So instead of $13.99 for this, it ended up being $15.99, $16 for the specialty pancakes. Or you can just get the 2 buttermilk. So there is some maneuverability in that. I got the Cinestack shake. This was out in like less than 3 minutes, which I really like. I know it matters to me sometimes, so. Also, no paper straws here. I'm a fan of that. And just like most diners, they give you the extra scoopity scoop here. So Cinestack sounded like the most fire one, almost like a Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So here we go. That's exactly what it tastes like. CTC. Oh yeah. They put a little bit of cinnamon sugar. You're not gonna be able to get that. Here, I'll show you like this. On the top of this, so it's got that really heavy cinnamon sugar taste, even throughout it as well. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A bit of this too. I'll tell you what. I want to see what the price point is at that diner across the street. Because if the food is similar and this is cheaper, 50,000% we get this before I went to that diner. Thank you so much. This shake costs $6.49. I just got my receipt, so I'll show you in a second. But I like this. Again, it's more about comparative price points than anything. Because there ain't nothing wrong with this shake. But if I go to that diner across the street and they serve the same thing for $9, you get what I'm saying? That's when I'll be upset. At the diner. If you're a diner, you gotta have better food. But I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I would get a shot, but there's people. I don't want to take pictures of people that don't want to be on camera. But there's a good crowd in here. Which the last time I came here, there wasn't, but I do think that's because the times I came here was like weeknights, and this is a Sunday afternoon. Right now it's 3:30 at this point. And like I said, decent crowd. But this is a really good, flavorful shake that I would compare to any shake that I've gotten from any diner. Like run-of-the-mill type of diner. So for that reason, I'm gonna give this a 7.5. You can see, it's really good. What I wanna do, I still got these pancakes. Before I put this in a to-go container. And we just unlocked Big Back achievement number 1. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, stop eating. I'll get one more. You know how I said these are good, these are kind of dry? Like if you did this cookie butter pancake with like a vanilla ice cream combo, ugh, get that away. Big Back combo this is like an 8.8. Real talk, I'm good. So as I'm boxing this up, because again, I do give the food away and I have some pretty fresh hash browns here that I want to give in with all this. I cut the piece of the country fried steak that I put my fork on, and then I usually will just give away the rest of that. So I got some decent stuff over here, and then I cut the pancakes over there and do that way because I barely touch those as well. And you know what? I figure somebody might want the egg too. Might have ruined that, but you never know. So we try to conserve as much as we possibly can. So my receipt was $42.59 because I got 2 combos, a coffee, a drink, and a shake. If I would have went to a diner, it would have been double this. And I do think that is pretty good. Ended up costing me $62. I gave her a $20 tip. I thought she was a good waitress, so. But I don't think that's bad. Again, I think this kind of spurred me on more than anything because what I saw here was like decent diner type food. Not like the best diners around here, but maybe some of the ones that like weren't the best, you know, like were decent diners for breakfast food. That's kind of what I saw. So I want to do that diner across the street and see what that's hitting on. I'm very curious to see what the price point would be if I ordered like 2 entrees, 2 breakfast combos, or seeing what they cost. You get the idea. Funny enough, I said this in my other video when I went to that diner last week, was that I thought the burger at Chili's was just as good, if not slightly better, and it costs way less than that for a 3 for me. So, you know, people are dunking on franchises. I think it depends on if you find a good mom and pop, because not all mom and pops are good, and not all diners are good. And it depends on how far you want to drive and ease of you know, being able to get there, not wanting to drive 3 hours to get some food. So very interesting to see this. Now we're kind of eating in the restaurants, and I think we've got something that my own curiosity has piqued. So I hope people enjoyed this video. IHOP, not bad. Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Have a nice day.
You too, thank you. You don't mind me asking, you're an influencer or something like that?
Kinda, yeah. I make like food videos.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I never saw somebody doing that.
Yeah, so that's what I was doing. I was like recording myself eating and kind of like, you know, talking.
That's nice. You have wonderful.
You too. Such a nice, like young lady. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. Hand signs. They made it to YouTube.